Okay, yesterday, you guys are so cute. Yesterday, we learned about x, right?
Mm-hmm.
Today, we are going to learn about this guy right here. What do you think we call this?
X squared.
Oh, how did you know?
'Cause this!
Oh, you saw my writing. Okay, well a minute ago you thought it was 10x, right? Because it looks like it's 10 of those. But then I said...
It is 10x.
Well...
It is 10 of these.
It does look like that, doesn't it? But what if x... Where's my equal sign? What if x was 5? Then x squared, make a square out of 5s.
This is it.
You even made a square, right, Zell?
Yeah,
If
but
you-
wait. Fine, straighten it out.
Can you bring it over here where I can see it?
Hey!
Well, we want 5 on one side and 5 on the other, right? To make a 5 square. Can you bring it up here by my x squared? Okay. So, if x, oops, that's 4. If x equals 5, right? Then x squared equals
25.
25. It equals 5 5s. What if x equals 4? What would x squared equal?
16.
Can you show me?
Zoe gets all of them.
Do you want me to say your name to do the next one, Haven? Okay. Haven, what if x equals 3? What would x squared equal?
9.
Make a square, Zoe.
9.
Okay, can you show me?
Hey, stop humming music. Christmas music.
Can you show me in a square? Why didn't you put it by Zoe's 4 square there? Okay, so x squared, see our x squared? It could equal a 5 square, it could equal a 4 square, it could equal a 3 square,
It could equal anything. It could
anything
equal
squared.
1.
It could equal 1, you're right.
It could equal 1,000 squared.
That's right. So this guy, he's just representing some type of square. We don't know what kind, right? But what is, if this is x squared, what is one side of this? What do we call one side if we're just looking at that?
10.
Only if he's a 10 square.
5, 4,
What if he's a 5 square? What would we call one side?
5,
What if it's a 4 square? What do we call one side?
4,
If he's a 3 square, what do we call one side? Haven?
3,
3. If he's an x square, what do we call one side?
X.
Yes. So this side is x, and that side is x, right?
And this one.
That's right. Now you guys are catching on. You ready for a real problem? Okay. First one, let's set it up. X squared equals 16.
That's easy.
Haven, you do the x squared, Zoe, you do the 16.
But
Yeah,
I
you
already
just
know
made
what it is.
Okay, well, can you
4.
can you make a square that's equal to 16? You're right, it is 4.
Because of the 4 square.
Yeah, because we just did that. All right, I'm going to ask Haven because you already know the answer. So Haven, here's x squared, right? If it equals 16, then what does x equal? Remember, x is one side. What's one side of this? What's one side of our 16 square? What'd you say? Yep, 4. So if these are the same, right? This is the same as this. Then what's one side of this? Equal to?
4.
Exactly. Good job. So in this problem, x equals 4. All right. Next one. X squared equals 9. Haven, you set this one up.
Easy.
X squared equals, can you make a square that's equal to 9?
9.
Okay.
If this is the same thing as this, it's 3. So
Say that louder.
If this is the same thing, if x is the same thing as 3 squared or 9, x squared is the same. X squared is the same as, or x is same as. I think what you're trying to say is x
She'll
squared
get there.
is the same as 9.
Yeah, that's what
X
she's trying to
is
say.
the same as 3.
Yes, very good. So you said if x squared is the same as 9, then x, one side of that, must be the same as one side of that, right? So x equals 3. Okay, you guys ready for the next one? X plus 1 squared equals 9. So, Zoe, you do the 9. Make it a square. And Haven, now look carefully at this. Does it say x plus 1? Or do we have something else here?
X plus 1 squared.
That's right. Do you know what that means? If we have 3 squared, that means 3 is on one side, right? Of the square. If we have 5 squared, that means 5 is one side of the square. So if we have x plus 1 squared, you want to have x plus 1 on one side.
Wait, this is x.
Yep. But we want one side of it to be x plus 1. We already have an x, right? But we need one more here. Along this whole row.
X is 8. Mm-hmm. Exactly what I was thinking.
What are you thinking?
X is 8.
Why do you think that?
I know it. Because 8 and 1 is 9.
Okay, so
So
then
X
that would be
must be
9 squared equals 9. Does that sound right?
Huh?
If we have a 9 square, does that equal 9? 9 squared
We have a
equals...
3 square. That's why I put the 3 square here.
Yes, you're right. Put that back. I'm going to show you guys, okay? Haven, let me see your x. X, please.
Sorry.
Thank you. Okay. Now, we have x here, right? Plus 1. You see it? See the little 1? So this side of the square is, or well, we have a rectangle now, but x plus 1. Now, if I grab another x,
And then we can add a little bit of
and then you can add your 1. So what's this side of the square?
11.
Not 11, because this isn't necessarily 10. This is x plus
1.
1. So here we have x plus 1 and x plus 1. That's a square with x plus 1 on both
I
sides.
think x is 2.
You think x is 2?
Because x and 1 is 3. 2 and 1 is 3. And 3 squared is 9. Show me.
Show her.
Two and 1 is 3.
Okay.
And 3 squared is 9.
Okay. You are correct. Can I show you something? So if x is 2, then x squared is going to look like that, right? 2. 2 on this side, 2 on that side. And then we're going to add x here. So if x is 2, add a 2 there.
Ooh,
And we're going to add an x here. So if x is 2, add another 2. And then we have 1 here. That's right.
And that
So-
is 3 squared.
That is 3 squared, isn't it? So in this problem, x equals...
3. 2.
Oh. Yep, what is it? 2. You guys want to try another one? Okay. All right, getting a little trickier here. X plus 2 squared equals 36. So this time, Haven, you set up the 36 over here. Zoe, you set up x plus 2. So we want x plus 2 on this side, x plus 2 on this side to make x plus 2 squared.
Oh, excuse me, though. Moving through. 96.
Okay, Haven made 36 into a square. Zoe, do you have a square there? Looks like you have x plus 2 and x on this side. You need x plus 2 on this side too. So what should you do?
You like my hairdo? I did it myself.
It's cute.
Well, Mommy, you did it. You did the on top, and I did this.
Okay, now she's completing the square. See, Haven, she's filling it in to make it a full square, right? And we've done this in base 10, but now we're doing it with algebra. Okay, so this x plus 2 squared is the same as this, right? Because equals means,
It's the same as...
right, so you always have to have the same thing on both sides. Okay.
So I grabbed 5 5s. I grabbed 2 5s and a 1. And then I'm ready. 5 5s. Hey.
That does make 6 squared, but does that look like x squared plus, oh, how do I say that? X plus 2 over here, or do we have x plus 1? See our x plus 2.
I think I know.
X
I know.
plus 2. That's looking better. Now it looks like something x plus 2, but does it equal 36? Whoops. You want a little hint?
Yeah.
Okay. What if you, let's see, what if you go 2 this way? And then, hey, Zoe, can you hold that? Hold that there. Let's see, we have, so yeah, we have 4 here. And then if we take away 2 from the 6 here, what would we have?
4 squared.
A 4 square, wouldn't we?
Let me see if this is the same. Yeah, it is. Uh-oh. Give me a little hint.
So, what do you think our x squared is?
4.
A 4 square? Can you make a 4 square?
I got 16. I can make it 4 square.
There you go. Already made for you. Okay, so you think x is 4, right? There's your 4 square. So this is 4 square. Now you have to add 2 more whats?
2 more 2s. 2 more x's.
Right, and if x is 4, then you have to add 2 more.
4s.
Okay, so do that. Haven, you'll have to grab some from in our bin there. She's adding 2 4s on one side, and add 2 4s on the other. Okay, and then we fill in our square with 4, 2 2s. Okay, does that equal this
Yes.
from here? Yes. So in this problem, x is the same as
4.
4.
I am Pinocchio.
Good job, Pinocchio.